Hello, my beautiful beauties, my wonderful lovelies. A pleasant afternoon to you. So I was glancing at the Sunday Gleaner. I didn't get an opportunity to read it, but I saw where it said, I think it was a Don Anderson's poll, which is one of the most credible polls here in Jamaica, where the leadership in terms of the no confidence view or so, from the people, as it in lieu of or as it regards the two political leaders for the JLP and the PNP, Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Minister Mark Golding. It's a deadlock. It's gridlock. The two of them dead heat. You run a race and the two of you come first, sort of a thing, or last, depending on how you want to look at it. Wow. My God. So technically what the people are saying, the two want to make one. The two of you do not make one. Not even peace. And I find that somewhat frightening, because it what I'm thinking of, the Prime Minister has been in power basically for what, about 8 years or about? I don't remember when Mark Golding became the party leader, but it's fairly new in a sense. And I'm thinking, let us say hypothetically, which is a strong possibility, that the JLP party goes back in power and he goes for another, he has up to 5 years, if providing he's still the party leader for JLP. I'm talking now, Prime Minister Andrew Holness. He would have done maybe about, he would have superseded his predecessor, Mr. My God, the Prime Minister there before. That came after Mike and Manley. His name just eluded me a while. PJ Patterson, former Prime Minister. Right, that has served 14 years, because I remember he had taken over from Prime Minister Michael Manley, the late Prime Minister Michael Manley, when he had gotten ill, and then thereon he led for 14 years and demitted office, in which Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller became the Prime Minister. And so, if it's 8 years presently, I have not done the check where, as I said, Mr. Andrew Holness is. I'm saying that if he goes until, if it's 8 years presently, next year will be 9, then he can go until 2025. He has 5 years. That would be what, 10, and then if he goes another, it would be 15. So he would supersede, as I said, PJ Patterson. As I said, I'm not sure how long he's in, but not to ramble on that. Even if as a leader you become the longest serving prime minister and so on, what people are talking about is not just the quantity in terms of your tenure, but the quality in terms of your tenure. I personally believe in that. Let me see if I can give an example. I remember when, Bruce Golding, came in power. He was in, he became the party leader and the Prime Minister of Jamaica for the 4.5 years that he was the party leader and the Prime Minister. He may have been party leader longer. I saw the trajectory of his leadership, that Jamaica would have been so transformed and become so grandiose and magnolious that many of us would be happy, hearty, probably in unity, living a sort of a harmonious lifestyle. It would have improved family life. Husbands and wife would live together, not as cats and dogs. Then again, I've seen cats and dogs living good still, but even then, I saw where he would have just caused Jamaica and its people to soar like an eagle. So he was just breaking up fallow grounds. He reminds me of that prophet in the Old Testament. I can never remember his name. I don't remember if it's Josiah or Joash, where he hit down every idol, everything that was against God, and put everything that was in lieu of serving God in place. And he lived, where it says he did right in the eyes of the Lord. When you read the book of Judges, it talk about this person did evil in the eyes of the Lord. This one did right in the eyes of the Lord. I know his name begins with J. I keep saying I'm going to research it, and I'll go back and look what's the name of the guy. And I saw that. I don't want nobody tell me about what he did when either before me born or when me a picnic, about Gang of Five and he was a part. I don't want to hear that. I'm talking about when he came in office in, was it 2007 or 2008, thereabout. Don't want nobody tell me about this, that, and the other. And I watched his political artistry. his political craft and wit. Brilliant man. As I said, I was told, I'm not sure how true it is, that he got the second highest mark, or rating in his masters, either in the world based on his field or in the Caribbean. So I want you to understand the magnitude of a man Bruce Golding was and is. Brilliant man. Every time he was on the television, I sought out, seeing what he was up to. And I saw it. I said, wow, Jamaica underpass. And boy, they do this thing and everything, just fling everything and just kick up the table and fling it upside down. And they left. And then everything just slowly, like a leaking pipe that is never fixed. And look at where we are at now. Look at where we're at now. Deadlock, two leaders from two sides. The people must say the two no make one. No peace, half, 1/3, 1 out of 100. Now I know it doesn't matter, but it should, I know it doesn't matter for some, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. It probably doesn't matter, but one of the things I would never ever want, whether I'm a mother, a wife, a manager, CEO, supervisor, is to go down as not a good leader. I would never want that. Even if I get all the when I say accolades, the monetary accolades, let's put it that way. So I get the assets, I get the money. But to go down as not a good leader, that stays, that's like your character. That doesn't move. It's not even reputation, because as John Walden says, reputation is what somebody think you are, but it's not true. Because, perception is greater than reality in the eyes of the, I was going to say beholder, but let's say beholder for lack of a better word right now. But character is who you really are. So if you think I'm this, that, and the other, you can think it all you want. They thought this, that, and the other about Jesus, and it wasn't true to his character, to who he is, was, and is. I would never, ever want to be the leader of anything and go down as a poor leader. And I'm not talking about a 1 and 2 person who just feel that way. Because one thing in life I realize, you cannot please everybody. You could have, but if Jesus didn't please everybody, how, as a mere mortal, I'm going to please everybody? I'm not talking about those people who just have issues. I'm bad mind. That's just the bottom line. Malicious, malignant, envy, jealousy. That's it. So we're not talking about those individuals. We're talking about people who you can prove that you are an excellent leader. People-centric, work-centric, and the two work in tandem. They're symbiotic. People-centric, work-centric. Any great leader in this world, they were both people-centric and work-centric. They love the people, they love their work, and they allow the two to work like this. To be tight-gripped, to be harmonious, unified. And then it breeds blessings and favor from above. Because when God looks down, he says, yes, well, I like what I've seen. I love what I've seen. They're making sure that people doing well in life, financially. Above all things, I wish for you to prosper. What is prosper? Prosper says to be financially fit and physically fit. I use the word fit, meaning in a good place, financially and physical. And for your soul to prosper. Soul is a composite of the mind, the will, and the emotion. So it's saying, and for you to psychologically prosper, to mentally prosper, emotionally prosper. So it's your whole man. Any leader that aids in the whole man prospering, you're an excellent leader. You're gone past level 5. Even though John C. Maxwell says level 5, you're there level 100. You're there level 100. Any leader that does that, that makes you prosper mentally, physically, psychologically, financially, emotionally, mentally. You're level 100, level 1,000, level 1 million, level infinity leader. Well, I'm not going to say infinity. That is reserved for God. Two no make one. I don't say so. Go read the Sunday Gleaner. And it should matter. You shouldn't. It's not only about, sure, me all right financially. Or people know me here and there. It should matter if people don't have that confidence in you as a leader. on both sides. Follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel.